everyone.
Hello, Kris.
How are you doing?
My girlfriends and guy friends.
Oh my goodness, you know, somehow we got a memo to both wear green.
But we didn't coordinate with the same shade.
No, not quite. I don't know. We got lots of shades of green going on here today. It's not St. Patrick's Day, but that's okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Three Themes Live, where theme number 1 is something to smile about, theme number 2 is something to learn, and theme number 3 is something to discover. Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Three Themes Live. I'm Kris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I'm so happy you decided to join us on this beautiful fall day. Hey, before we get started, we just want to give you a heads up on something, that we're having a few internet issues here today in the studio, so it may come out and go back in. Just hang tight. I promise we're doing the best we can to get the glitches worked out. But for some reason, I don't know what it is, but there's something going on here. And we're feeling it a few glitches.
Yeah,
Am I right, Allison and
just
Sandra?
A few.
Yeah.
You know, it always seems to, seems like the internet has the little the little Monday blues a little bit.
Yeah, perhaps. All the little gremlins are out today, right? So just know that that's happening, but we're doing our best to get through it. And of course, if you're just like, oh my goodness, I can't handle it anymore, come back later and join us, because it will all go smoothly once it's posted online. Right. I don't know. Right. You never can tell. How are you guys?
We're good.
Yes.
Had a great weekend.
Yeah.
I am beyond excited about this week. So
why is that?
Well, you know, I had to fall in love with this ruler by force, and was so kind of wonderful. And since then, it's kind of just been a little bit of a passion. So I'm just really excited about this.
That's right. So if you got a little clue from what Allison just shared, we are talking about It's So Kind of Wonderful this week. And this is one we've been looking forward to for a long time, because we're actually going to be having on Wednesday, our guests will be the gals from So Kind of Wonderful,
who should really work for NASA.
I
mean, they're pure geniuses. I mean, you know, so we get such great celebrities and work for NASA.
Yes, it's so true. So if you're not familiar with who So Kind of Wonderful is, they're two sisters that came up with this ruler, and it's incredible. In fact, I saw in the comments earlier, I think Barb said that she has this ruler and she just hasn't taken it out yet to do her projects, that it keeps getting pushed aside. Well, Barb and everyone else, we hope it no longer gets pushed aside this week, because you are in for a real treat. If you've ever been worried about piecing a curve, we got you. In fact, it's not us. It's the So Kind of Wonderful ladies. They've got you, because they've made curved piecing so simple. And like Allison said, it's like working for NASA. I don't know how they came up with these things.
I don't either.
Right?
I have no idea, but wow.
But we're so glad they did, because it has taken all the intimidation out of piecing curves, and it makes you feel like I am a pro. In fact, it was funny because Sherry will be on tomorrow, and she was working on a project this last week with the ruler, and she texted me and she said, oh my goodness, I feel amazing.
It's a game changer.
It
totally is a game changer.
We've got some fun projects for you this week using it, and I think you're going to learn some really good tips and tricks along the way, you know, that will help you beyond just the curve piecing. I mean, I think the themes that we're teaching this week are going to be excellent, that you can, you know, take to any kind of project that you're working on. So we thought for theme number 1, it might be kind of fun to play a little game. Are you guys ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right. You guys haven't seen this, so we're going to see how you do.
I heard one name and I'm like, I have no idea.
There you go. All right, here's the game, guys. It is called curve or not curve? Yeah, we're embracing all the curves this week. How about it? Shall we do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So curve or not curve. So I'm going to give you the name of a quilt block. All right, I want you to be thinking about the name of the quilt block. Some are easier than others. And I want you to type in the comments, is it curve or not curve? And then you'll see the picture of it. And then we'll tell you the answer, right? So curve or not curve. Are you ready? Just hurry and type in whether you think this is a curve or not. All right. The first one is courthouse steps. Courthouse steps. Think about that for a moment. Hurry and type in your answer.
Do you know the answer?
And let's see what you got.
I don't know for sure, but I could guess. I would think courthouse steps would be a not curve.
Okay, and what about you?
Oh, I know it's a not curve.
You know it's a not curve. Okay, let's see what people are saying in the comments.
Linda says she
There
has
we go.
plenty of curves. Linda, we're not calling out names. We're calling out quilt blocks.
That's right. All right, I think most of you are saying not curve, not curve.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you said that, you are correct. It is not a curve. So
I was
let's
gonna
take
say.
a look. Courthouse steps, very straightforward, I would
Right.
say.
Yeah.
All right, that was an easy one.
All right.
All right, next one. Drunkard's path.
Oh,
The drunkard's
whoa.
path. All right, let's give the audience a minute to see what they say.
drunkard's path. I have my guess. I need a paddle.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what we should have done.
There you go. And then let's see. Good no names?
Yeah, Laura says good that we're not calling out names.
Oh, no names. That's right.
All right, we got a
Some of us
curve,
are a
we got a
little
not
curvier
curve.
than others.
There's a little
Well,
curve.
you know, if you think about the name of it, drunkard's path, I
You're
mean,
not walking in
it's-
a straight
that's
straight
right,
line.
exactly. Let's go ahead and take a look. It is a curve. And the interesting thing about this block,
That is drunk, not tipsy.
that's right. The drunkard's path evokes the idea of a person walking unsteadily, swaying from side to side. And the metaphorical meaning of this is that life's journey isn't straight. It's full of unexpected turns and detours. The pattern becomes a symbol of resilience, persistence, and navigating hardship. And I thought it was interesting that as I was studying about this, it was saying that the drunkard's path was especially meaningful in 19th century America when it was during the temperance movement and the women were kind of having this as a silent protest against liquor laws.
Oh,
Yeah,
against
I
liquor
can
laws,
understand
not
yes,
that.
liquor
yes.
Yeah.
So they were.
I get that.
It was a visual statement for self-control, morality, and protecting families from the harms of alcohol. So there you have it.
laws. Oh, there you go.
Kind of
Okay.
interesting, right?
Yep.
Okay, are you ready for the next one? Let's do pickle dish.
Oh, I've never
Pickle
heard of that.
dish. Have you heard of this block before?
No.
I'm not.
Okay.
Pickle.
Let's see what people are saying.
Pickle dish.
Okay.
All right, they're thinking that yes, it is curved. Let's see. Come on, come on,
Pickle
come
dish.
on.
I
Here
think
we
they're
go.
Googling.
There you go.
I don't think that's a real common one. That's
I'm-
for sure.
I'm seeing some that are saying not and some that are saying yes, it is curved. All right. Pickle curved, Betty says. I love that, not curved. Oh, not sure. Okay, well, let's take a look at the block. It definitely is curved. It actually is a name that comes from the Victorian era when fancy glass pickle dishes were popular centerpieces on dining tables, often scalloped or cut in dazzling patterns. The quilt block mimics those same decorative curves, symbolizing celebration, hospitality, and the joy of gathering around the table. But the meaning actually goes even deeper, that each pointed arc, often made from scraps, represents life's little bits and pieces coming together into something beautiful. The pattern's sharp points and intricate piecing remind us that even things that are complicated or imperfect can become part of a harmonious whole. Wow.
I would not call that pickle. I would call that moray eel or pineapple.
I know. I
it's
just
a
thought
cute
that was
block,
interesting.
though.
It is
Yeah,
a
it
cute
is.
block.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I love the little points that go there. I've never made a pickle dish. Have any of you made a pickle dish block? before?
Obviously I have not.
It's quite intriguing, and I
Yeah.
love that it's from the Victorian era. I love that it mimics with the little, the place settings and things
Yes.
on their dining room table. I just absolutely love that. All right, next one. How about log cabin?
Oh,
I
easy.
know, fine. It's so simple. All right, fine. I had to throw in a few simple ones. Why
You
not?
should have thrown in the curved log cabin.
Oh, there you go.
Because it's not curves, but when you put it all together, it looks curved.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's so true.
That's
a
true.
really good point. Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the traditional log cabin. Why don't we? Yep, if you said not a curve, you are right. But I like Allison's point to the curvy log cabin. There's no curves necessarily in it, but the way it is put together, it mimics the look of a curve, which is pretty cool. All right, how about the double wedding ring?
Oh, easy.
This
Okay.
is an easy one too, probably. Again, if you think about what that looks like, what does a ring look like?
Yeah.
And if you guess
I would
curved,
think it'd be curved.
you are correct.
The amazing thing to me is that our grandmothers and great-grandmothers did the double wedding
Yeah.
rings out of scraps without
Yes.
a so kind of wonderful ruler.
That's
right. And they came out beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
so
I mean,
true.
yeah.
I have one that's hand-pieced. And
I have one that my
treasure it.
mother made also.
They're
That's
incredible.
yeah.
Well, let's take a look at the double wedding ring. Okay, the double wedding ring is one of the most beloved and emotionally rich quilt patterns in history. So
Yeah.
just like you guys were saying, your mom's had one or your grandmother's, you're absolutely right. It's actually two interlocking rings that symbolize the joining of two lives bound together in love, faith, and shared dreams. And the design itself, overlapping circles filled with small scraps of fabric, represent how marriage and life is made up of many moments, joy, struggle, laughter, tears, and everything in between. And the pattern actually gained popularity during the Great Depression when women stitched from scraps, just like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
were saying.
My
So
grandmother had one on the downstairs bedroom, and I used to love to lay on it because she could tell me which clothes. This was your dad's shirt, or this was your
Yeah.
aunt's. I mean, I
Sure.
just love to lay on that and just look at the scraps.
Well, and those older quilts, you just love the smell of them.
oh, absolutely.
You know, that
yes.
smell
Yeah.
was
Yes,
just something that
absolutely.
just bring all those memories back.
All
Yeah.
the memories back. Yeah, Anita says she's yet to make one of the wedding rings. I think that's one of those bucket list quilts for a lot of quilters out there. Don't you
so,
think
too.
it's one of those things that you go, oh, I really want to make a double wedding ring. I don't know. With a So Kind of Wonderful ruler, they have a beautiful double wedding ring
Right.
quilt
Yeah.
made with it.
Right.
All right, we've got two more. Dutchman's Puzzle. Are you familiar with the Dutchman's Puzzle
not.
block? All
I'm
right.
gonna say no.
Not for sure.
You're going to say no, not curve?
I would think, just by the name of it, maybe not curved.
I don't know. If you think of
I
a
don't
puzzle,
know, puzzle.
puzzles are
That's,
curves.
yeah, it's got
Okay.
curves. Oh, that's
Just
gonna,
saying.
yeah.
Okay, what are your guesses?
yeah.
Ooh,
So-
let's see. All right, Kathy Brown said that double wedding ring is a good way to use scraps. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, a lot of you are getting curves, but guess what? It is not a curve. Not a curve. Dutchman's Puzzle is actually one of my most favorite blocks because I love flying geese blocks. I think they're so much fun to make, and that's all it is it's 4 sets of or of flying geese blocks that go
So,
in
Allison,
different
we were
directions.
Yes.
Yeah, you were right. Exactly. Okay, so it's
Geniuses,
not
we
a
didn't know
curve.
it. Kyle's
All
got
right,
nothing on
I'm
us.
going to throw one out at you. Here's
Okay.
the last one. Are you ready?
Oh, I'm scared.
Hearts and gizzards.
Oh, I've heard of that one before.
I have never
and
heard of that
gizzards.
I have heard of that one before.
Hearts and gizzards. First of all, it
I-
sounds really gross.
Yes, it does.
I'm going to say curves.
You're going to say curves?
I would think curved.
just because of the heart,
Yeah.
perhaps,
Yeah.
and not the gizzard? Maybe the gizzard?
Maybe the gizzards
don't
too.
know.
Maybe gizzards too. You think about it. Why would
Yeah.
anybody name
A block,
A
hearts
block.
and gizzards?
gizzards?
Yeah.
That just, yeah.
All right, a lot of you are saying curved in there, and if you did, you are correct. Let's take a look at that one.
It's
Isn't it
really
cute?
That's
pretty.
gorgeous.
Now
Yeah.
this pattern actually dates back to the 1800s when quilt names were often drawn from everyday farm imagery. So women used familiar terms to make sense of complex emotions or experiences. So calling a block hearts and gizzards was a bit tongue-in-cheek. It was a nod to the romance of the heart and the reality of the kitchen. The heart is the most obvious symbol, but the gizzard, on the other hand, is the muscular stomach of a chicken or turkey. But this is what I love. It actually represents the gritty, hard-working part of life. It's the place where real work happens. So I guess there you go. It takes both heart and grit to get through life, I'd say. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah.
A few gizzards.
A few gizzards thrown in the way, thrown along the way. So I don't know.
it's good.
Too funny. I really do like the hearts and gizzards block. I think it's
Yes.
quite pretty.
I think
actually
I
do
would be
too.
interested in doing one of those. I thought it looked good.
And doing as a two-tone quilt
Oh,
would be
yeah.
so beautiful,
yes.
right?
Yes,
So
that would be
hearts
awesome.
and gizzards.
I like
I
that
don't
one.
know. I don't know if I'd ever throw the name gizzards in there,
Yeah.
but I like the meaning behind
Here's your
it.
hearts and gizzards quilt.
Grit.
yeah.
Exactly. Maybe that should be the quilt instead of the double wedding ring. Is you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
To give to a newlywed couple, hearts. You got to
Yeah.
count on the love and the romance and all those things. But you know what? You got to have grit too.
Got to have grit to get through
yes,
it. That's
to,
for sure.
To be able to do life together, it's all good, but you still have to be strong, right?
Yeah, and it can be pretty, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I love
that
it.
block was a great block.
I love it. All right. Well, there you go, guys. We hope you enjoyed theme number 1 as we start off with talking about all the curves this week. And so for theme number 2, Allison and Sandra are going to head on over to our sewing room, and they're going to share the first ruler that we absolutely love that we're featuring this week. And which one is that?
The quick curve mini.
The Quick Curve Mini. It's, oh my
Or
gosh,
the
I love this.
QCM, you'll find.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much. You're going to especially love the projects that are made with it. We'll be back right after this.
Time is running out to sign up for Christmas Club. Classes start October 20th. Christmas Club is hosted by Kris and Sherry from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. It's a series of classes held once a week at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. You'll work on a new project in each class, and you'll develop the confidence to finish each one.
Like, yay, it worked out.
Sign up for Christmas Club and celebrate the season in style by clicking the link below, or head over to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com to sign up today.
Last week on 3 Things Live, we made decorative pillows for the season. Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa.
We also learned some pretty fantastic tips to make your decorative pillows picture perfect, inspired by celebrations from around the world.
We learned how to keep things organized while piecing all the parts together, how to make the perfect pillow corners, using a sublimation printer to create your own patterns, and so much more. Woo!
So learn all about this by clicking on the links below and watch us live Monday through Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time and see what everyone is talking about.
If you know, you know. All right. Remember, 3 Things Live is where we always have something to make you smile
Something to learn.
and something to discover. Let's go.
Welcome to 3 Things Live. I'm Allison.
And I'm Sandra.
And we are going to demonstrate the Quick Curve Mini Ruler. When we were sitting down, Sandra goes, oh my gosh, you're going to make me sew. I know we all felt that. I remember the first time I was assigned the Quick Curve Mini, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
It's been a few years since I did the big one, but I haven't done the mini, so I'm excited to
Well,
do
you
this
and I
for
talked
you.
about a couple of things.
Yes.
So there's two great rulers here. One is the Quick Curve ruler, and we're going to set that one aside because Sherry, I think, is going to cover that one tomorrow. We're going to sew with the Quick Curve Mini, and when I say that this is magic, I truly believe that this is magic.
Okay.
So I'm just going to give you a few tips and tricks and show you how great this comes together. So on the Quick Curve Mini, when you get your pattern pattern, it has you cut all your blocks ahead of time. So when you get your pattern from So Kinda Wonderful, it's all color coded and it's really great. My suggestion is lots of times I'm a cut as I go. But
Yes.
on these, I don't like to cut as I go. You have to cut all at once. And the reason is because you're mixing and matching a lot of the different pieces. And the best part about the Quick Curve Mini is that you're using both sets. So you may be cutting it apart, but you're just going to turn right around and sew them back together. My husband says that all the time. He does not understand.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Why are you cutting all that
cutting this
fabric up?
fabric up so you can sew it back together?
Just put it back together.
All right, so we're going to start with 2 squares on this. Now this is where I think these women are absolute geniuses. And gosh, I was going to grab a white piece of paper. What I'll do is, let's see. Oh, yeah, because you have to look at all of these lines. And this is where you're like, there's no way. There's no way, but at the same time, they all mean something and they all kind of coordinate together and you use those. That's why their patterns are so great. And once you learn it, you're like, wow.
Yeah,
amazing.
because I mean, at first look at that, you're going, what are all these lines and circles on here
Right,
for?
it's not just a grid work like we're used to
Right.
on a lot of things. There are circles, there are cutouts, there are radius and all
Right.
the things. So I wanted to grab that piece of paper so that I could show you how amazing. So the first thing that it'll have you do is cut out all of your blocks, and then it kind of has you sort them into different color combinations.
Okay.
And that's what depends. So as you can see, there is a dotted line. I think I better keep this handy. There is a dotted line right here. And
Okay.
this is the dotted line that we're going to cut with
No, those are
first.
slashes. This is dots.
Okay,
so there's a
s-
difference,
oh,
right?
Right, yes,
Okay.
slash lines.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
we get so
No,
used to
no,
our own
I
terminology.
totally agree.
Yeah, so this is the line that we want to work with. Oh, I'm glad that Abby can get in closer so that you can see. So this is our very first cut
Okay.
that we're going to do. Okay, so we bring this, and
Now,
I would
all of this is
suggest-
in the patterns,
Oh, yes,
correct? Okay.
absolutely. And I think you're going to show us a helpful little tip
Yeah.
on thing 3. So I'm going to actually line my square up on that dashed line right here.
Okay.
So I'm going to line it up, and then I'm going to take a 45-degree, oh, the Fairmore doesn't work so great because it has a little stopper, so I'm going to use this one. So then I'm going to take, and I am going to actually cut in this little groove right there. So now I have 2 pieces when I cut this apart. I've got
Okay,
a curved
curved.
piece and a different curved piece.
Yeah.
All right, so I have pre-cut my white ones because now what I want to do is I want to sew these right back together because that's what's going to create the curve. So the thing that you have to pay attention to is the direction of your curve a lot of time and which 2 pieces we're going to put together. So I always kind of like to lay them out like this, then flip it over. It's easier for me
Okay.
to see it visually.
No, I totally agree. That's what I would do.
And then-
and this is bringing back memories of me doing this. Okay.
Because
On a bigger scale.
sometimes when you have them all stacked up and then you flip them over, this does not make sense. Because how are we going to get those 2 pieces
yeah.
together?
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, here's where the magic happens. We're going to start 1/4 of an inch approximately. Now, you don't have to measure exactly. I know you and Jackie are like, what? It's just approximately 1/4 of an inch down here. The first couple I like to pin. And the reason I
Thank
like
you.
to pin.
I'm very much a pinner.
The
So
reason
thank
I
you.
like to pin is because what we're going to do, and you're going to do this at the machine, is we're going to set the machine 1/4 of an inch, and we're going to sew this line, but we're actually going to pull this straight. And you're going to go down till it's straight. And remember, you're in charge of the fabric. I think sometimes we think fabric is made of steel, and we can't pull
Do you
it to
mark the
match.
center part at all?
Nope.
Don't mark it. Okay.
Nope, don't mark it.
All right. I'm
Okay.
trusting you,
All
Allison.
right, so I'm going to hand this to you. Once you get a couple of stitches in and you take this out, then you're going to pull this underside straight. So you're going to pull this straight. See how that's straight on that straight line? Can
Okay.
you see that? And you're going to match it when you pull
So
this
you're
straight.
going to pull the underneath one straight.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And you're going to pull the top one straight at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, everybody,
Let's see, we got the machine set,
we got
ready to go.
I've got it set so that
All right.
I'm using the Anthem, the Baby Lock Anthem today. It's one of their newer machines. And if you go to the quilting section and Q2, you get a perfect 1/4 inch if you use the edge of your J presser
Okay,
foot.
so do I start at the very
Yes,
edge?
Start at the very edge.
Okay.
But remember, we pulled that down 1/4 inch.
All right.
Okay.
Boy, you're trusting.
I go in 2 and then just slow that stitch down. And remember, Sandra, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect.
Okay, good, because it's not going to be.
Nope. I will show you why
Wow,
when we're
let's
done.
turn this up just a tad.
All right.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. All right. See
I
how
think-
easy that is?
You know, the thing that I'm thinking as you're doing this is you concentrate more on the edge of your fabric than your needle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, you can't watch the needle.
No,
or
I
you're
can't
gonna be
watch the
confused.
needle or I'm not going to get that 1/4 inch.
Yep. And it doesn't make any sense until the end.
I need a stiletto here, girl.
All right.
So I can get it at the end, I can get it to match here.
All right.
Do you see what I'm...
And Anita, you're right. Put the needle in the down position when you pull that fabric, when you stop to pull it, because then it holds it right there. So that's exactly right. Okay, now when you end, it's funny how you cut it apart, but when you sew it back together,
Do I
you've
back
got-
stitch or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna have you hand it to me so I can show them here before we have you. Okay, so see how good she did, and she says that's not perfect. So what we're gonna do, Sandra, is we're gonna now just take it and it will magically just kind of lay. So I'm gonna have you take it to the iron and just give it a good press.
Okay.
But do you see how this is right here and it's kind of wonky? But as soon as you pull it straight, you've got that perfect curve.
Okay. All right, let's go over here for just a second. We got to turn our Darth Vader on.
Oh, is it not on? Okay, we can just give it a good finger press actually rather than wait for it to heat up because it does take a minute for it to heat up. So yeah, let's just come back over here and
Okay.
give it a really
Yeah, I
good
think if
finger
you
press.
just good finger press on that, it's
Yeah.
working great.
Yep. So I'm just going to actually use my non.
You know, a
Yes.
roller.
Yeah, I think we do have a roller in here. Okay,
Or
so just a
fabric
really good
folding
finger
pin.
press, but yeah, if you just do it, I like to spray a little starch on that
Yeah.
when I do it, but just see how nicely that lays? So look at that curve on that back there.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So,
And you don't clip your curves or anything.
nope,
Okay.
you don't need to.
Okay, that's
All right,
what I'm
now
asking.
I'm gonna show you. Now, when we talked, you said you had that you had done a quilt
Yeah.
like this,
I
but
d-
you
yes.
hated it because you felt like the curves did not line up.
Right.
And what did your instructor tell you?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm going to tell you to worry about it a
But
little
she
bit.
did. She did. She said, "Don't worry about it." She says, it doesn't happen." And I'm like, no. Wait a minute. That's not
No.
in me for it to not worry
want to
about
trim
it.
these now. So when this attaches to the next one, it's at 4 inches right here. See? And so what you want to do is you want to trim this curve right here so that it will match what it's laying
Okay.
next to. So do you see this 4-inch ruler? Let me grab my paper so that you can see. So I have this 4-inch ruler that's so kind of wonderful came up with too. It's got an 1/8 of an inch and a 1/4 inch.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's got an 1/8 of an inch and a 1/4 of an inch right here. And you can cut this down to 2 or 3. This is a helpful ruler, but you can also do it on your Quick Curve Mini. So I'm going to show you both ways. Okay,
So you don't necessarily have to have this one.
I would buy it. I'm telling
Okay,
you, I would
okay.
buy it just because it is so nice.
Okay.
And you'll see why.
Easier, makes it
Yeah,
easier.
much easier.
Okay.
Okay, so what you do is there's a little dot right here.
Okay.
And there's a little kind of square right here.
Oh, yeah.
You want to line this square and this square. I forget, we're a little bit closer. You want to bring this square and this square on your curve so that you are cutting an 1/8 of an inch away from your curve in this pattern. Now, if you were
Okay.
doing another pattern, it may call for a 1/4 of an inch
Okay.
to get your curves to line up. And that's where I'm going to say that your instructor was maybe a little bit off.
Yeah, I don't
leave it to
remember
chance.
doing this. Okay.
So do you see how we're going to put this
Okay.
right here on this curve?
All right.
And then I'm going to pull this one right here on that curve so that it lines up.
Oh, okay.
All right, now I'm going to, now I can use this ruler, or this rotary cutter, because I like it so much better. I'm going to cut it here, okay, and then I was going to turn that around, but I lost it kind of a little bit too. And now I can just line up my 4-inch and my 4-inch just right along there and trim that. Dun, da, da, da. Trim this one right here.
All
We need new
right.
blades up here, sister. Okay, so now I have about 1/8 of an inch along this edge, along these edges right here. So
can
when
see
I
that.
add my next piece and I sew 1/4 of an inch, I'm going to hand this to you. Just sew 1/4 of an inch down there.
Okay.
Then I'm going to get a great curve. Yeah, Heidi says you do need this brand of 4-inch ruler. I agree, because it has all the right markings on it.
Now I can turn that up just a little
Yeah.
bit more. I'm lots better at straight stitching. I can go a lot faster on those, Allison. Okay,
All right.
should we press that one? I think our iron's hot
Is our
enough
iron
now.
hot?
I
now
believe
you
it
can
is.
press that.
Okay.
And you'll see how nice that comes together.
Okay.
While you do that, I want to show you how to do it on your quick curve ruler as well, because you do have these 2 lines on your quick curve mini. You just have to do a little bit of adjusting. So do you see this solid line up here is your 1/8 of an inch. The slash line is your 1/4 of an inch. So if you were going to trim it here, what you would do is you would actually put this solid line right here, slide this over a little bit, and put that 1/8 of an inch right there, and then you could trim with your ruler.
Oh, okay, so
Does
you
that
could
make
use
sense?
it that
Yeah,
way too.
so you could
Okay.
use it that way too. Okay,
Okay.
look how nice that came out.
I'm
Sandra,
like,
you did a great
I'm
job.
impressed.
And now when you put the next one, it's going to line up exactly on
Right
that
there.
1/8 of an inch, and then you don't worry about it. So do
Okay.
you want to see the final project?
I do.
All right, so this is what we were working on. That is one of their newer. This is called the Posh Wreath. This is made 100%.
Look at that.
In with the Quick Curve Mini. Isn't that fun? And this is an afternoon project.
Oh, I'm
Comes
gonna do it.
together So
You've
cute.
convinced me, Allison.
All right, I brought a couple of other ones. This one, a lot of you have picked up at galas or Tug. I want to know how many have finished it. This is your Posh Sunflower.
Oh, this is the one that you did at galas, yeah.
Yep, this is the
Okay.
Posh Sunflower. And then
All
this
right.
is another darling fun one. I actually did the wreath and the Santa in one weekend, including the quilting, because it's so fun. And look at that fun Santa. And we actually have kits for the wreath and the Santa online today under
Okay.
Posh Wreath and Posh Santa, and we'll sell them on Comment Sold.
Okay, sounds perfect. Oh, I think you've made me a.
Have I made
A
you a believer?
believer.
Wasn't that so fun? You got to
Yeah.
you've got to pull your project out.
I'm going to pull
because
it back out because
it's
I
all
was
about the
telling
rulers.
Allison, I took it because it was driving me crazy that my points were not matching. So I took it and I just put it in my drawer and I thought, I can't do this. I can't do this. So I'm going to pull it out and I may be bringing it to you for
That's
a little
fine.
bit of help.
That's fine.
But I think I'm going to give it a
instructions are
shot.
Great, but I'm telling you, Quick Curve Mini and this 4-inch, they also have a 3-inch. So if you're doing smaller curves, the 4-inch and the 3-inch, lifesavers.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
I'm liking
Dee
it
says
already.
she's done the Santa and Mrs. Claus. So Mrs. Claus is adorable. So will we have the sunflower available? I am not sure. I need to double check if we have any kits left on the sunflower, but we do have the sunflower pattern available. And it just uses fat quarters. So, I mean, the fun thing about this is you got to check out our website. Even if you're just going to check out under As Seen on 3 Things Live, because you will just die at the new pattern So Kind of Wonderful is put out and offering, and we have listed them all on
perfect. So they can get just the pattern.
there. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
And then do
All
your own
right,
fabrics.
Well, we're gonna just take a short break. We're gonna bring Kris back on because you have discovered some fantastic
Yes.
things that will absolutely help with this. So I'm gonna leave my rulers out, and
Okay.
we'll see you in just a minute.
I talked her into joining this year.
Yeah.
The club has such great value.
I will be a lifelong club member, subscribed on year 1.
It's time to come join your girlfriends in the club. You'll have access to an amazing community, designs, patterns, deals, and prizes throughout the year. Get in on the early bird pricing between now and October 31st. Purchase the Club 2026 and you'll be automatically registered for all the fun.
I've been in the club since it began. I'm actively actually doing things and downloading things and using things in it, and it really is worth it.
Cute patterns and demonstrations, and it's like, well, if you're in the club, you get it free. And I thought, they're not hard projects, just simple, and I can go through when I want to sew, and there's so much more than what you pay for it.
I want you to think in your minds if this has ever happened to you. You've done your background quilting, you're so excited, it looks so amazing from the front. But what happens when you look at the back, you have all these little knots, right? And there really is an easy way to do this. It's just right here at the bottom, Kyle. You've got a little pair of scissors. Right here, it says end color trim and jump stitch trim. All I have to do is disengage that. That means I'm not gonna have all those knots on the back.
I had no idea.
We're gonna go ahead and start the machine, and it's gonna come right over here to the beginning, needle down, the needle back up, pull my presser foot up, and look at that. My bobbin thread has come up. Now I go ahead and begin stitching. I'm gonna stop it after just a few stitches, and I can trim my threads at the top. How easy was that? All right, welcome back everyone to theme number 3 on 3 Themes Live. And you guys, I absolutely love that ruler. I am just absolutely sold. You know, here's the thing about curves. The traditional method, and it was interesting reading the comments as you were talking, because a lot of you go back to, well, do you have to pin? Do you have to backstitch? Do you have to find the center? You know, all those things. No, that's the beauty of this ruler, is because there is no pinning, unless you want to do that first one. You totally could, but there is no pinning. Now, traditionally, you would have, if you had 2 blocks that had curves, you would have to fold them both in half, find the center, pin the ends, pin in between.
Yes.
Ease everything in between.
Sew from the center out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I used to do that.
Totally. Not very often did I used to do that.
No way. Nobody's got time for that. So this makes it so easy, so straightforward. And again, we've got the creators of this ruler who are going to be with us on Wednesday, and I'm so excited to learn from them as well.
Right.
So, all right. Well, that was really, really fun. How about some other discoveries that you've found that might help with whether it's this ruler or any ruler?
Yeah, any ruler. You could definitely do this on any ruler. How many times have you gone to your cutting table and you're cutting out a quilt or anything, and all of a sudden your ruler just slides right across your fabric? You're like, oh my gosh, and you have to hold your... It's frustrating, isn't it?
Especially if you're doing like a 1-inch
yes.
or less strip.
Or you have to hold your ruler down harder than what you do your rotary cutter.
Very true. And oftentimes when that happens, you actually end up slipping more.
Yeah. So you're like, okay, what do I need to do different here? Well, Grippy spray.
We love it.
I think any of you have heard about Grippy spray before, and this actually works wonders. So, Allison, I'm going to spray your little...
Let's show them what happens first, though, if you didn't have Grippy spray.
Okay. So if you've got this on here and you're trying to do something, the first thing it's going to do is just going to slide right across. And I'm really not... I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on there, and it's still just sliding across my fabric.
And these 4-inch and 3-inch rulers, you're cutting on the outside edge, and you don't have a lot of space to grip.
Right.
So if you're unsure of yourself or anything, I mean, it's really a little bit nervousing.
Yeah, it is. But I'm going to take this, and you just do just a little layer.
It's just a quick spray.
That's it.
That's it.
And they say it takes about 30 seconds or so, and then it's ready to use.
That long?
That's what the instructions say.
Oh, is that what it says? Okay. Okay. I'll follow the instructions.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And
All
then
right.
I'm going to take my girlfriend ruler, because we all have these,
Yes,
right?
we
We
do.
all
And they
have
are
these.
slippery.
Yeah, and they are slippery. I've had that happen to me more than once. Just a light film.
One bottle actually lasts a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So then I'm going to let that
Just
sit
do
over
a
there.
light spray.
Yeah. Okay.
And on
Now.
the back of the Grippy spray instructions, it's not just for quilting, folks.
Oh, it's not
you
for
can use
quilting.
it for other things
Oh.
too.
Someone told me, and I don't know if I've never tried this, but somebody said they used it on their heels,
Of their shoes?
their shoes.
Wow.
I don't know. That's just what
All
I've heard.
right.
I have not tried that.
That's interesting.
So,
Okay.
Marie says she loves the Grippy spray and uses it all the time. So does Barb Blackson.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go. Okay, so
Okay.
now we're going to put it down. And look, I
Yeah,
can't, I
that's
mean,
crazy.
I cannot.
That's crazy.
Right.
It does not slide.
Well, and the nice thing
And you
is
can
you can
still
still
see.
And you can still, yeah, you can still see what you're doing. There doesn't put any, I mean, there's a little bit of a film on it, but not enough to where it hinders what you're
I
looking at.
prefer it actually because when
Look at that.
when it's completely see-through,
love it.
I feel like I lose my lines.
Oh, that's interesting.
You
yeah.
know, but with a little bit, I can actually see better.
So if you are having trouble seeing lines, what's another thing that we could do?
If you're having trouble with your lines, there's some markers
Yes.
that you can put on your rulers, okay?
I love
now,
these.
I was just recently cutting out a quilt with a jelly roll, okay? And they were all needed to be about the same size. So I took and put these little, they're called GEasy stickers.
Yes.
Okay, for your ruler. And then I put it on here and I just put these at 2.5 inches.
You know how helpful that is?
You know, and I know that like this stripology ruler, it already has little marks on it, but
Yeah.
it still
You forget.
doesn't register
like-
as
right.
easily as
Yeah.
if these stickers were just like zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah. And, well, the color stands out.
Yeah.
And I will use them. Do you have that quick curve mini
Yes.
as well? Because I
That's
like
what
to
we-
use them
yeah.
there too.
Allison said, Sandra, we're going to use those stickers
Yeah.
on my ruler, on my her
So
mini ruler.
I use these a lot on any kind of ruler. No, go ahead. And you see where you know we
your
were
paper.
pointing out where the dots were. Sometimes that's kind of tricky to see if you're just doing a whole bunch of these because
Well, the thing is, the first thing I noticed on this was not just dots, but there's slashes in there. Some of them that
Yeah.
are really close together, and some of them that are farther apart. So there's small, medium, and then one great big one, and then this one's dots. So I'm like, okay, so which one am I supposed to be using? And so what you can do is just take one of these stickers here, and
Right up here. See, that's the
Yeah.
Put it
the
right-
line that you want to
right
line
there.
it up every single time.
and then you'll know just exactly where you're supposed to line that up.
goodness, yes.
And then if you have something else that you need, the other colors I think could work.
Yeah.
So there's pink and there's green. So if you're doing a cut for one and doing another cut for another one, all on the same ruler, you could definitely use your different colors on the ruler as far as where you're going to mark it.
exactly.
Right, because on our sample here, I mean, sometimes you're cutting them at 5 inches, 4
Yeah.
inches, 2.5
Yeah.
inches. Yeah.
And they remove very easily.
Oh, they come out
don't
and you
leave the
can
sticky residue.
and you can use it again.
Yeah.
on something
They're
else.
fantastic. So they're
Yeah.
called GEasy ruler stickers. And I got to tell you, this definitely has saved me many times, especially, I don't know, some rulers are kind of hard to even find
Yes.
with the colors. If they've got yellow lines or,
Right.
or green lines or whatever, it's sometimes so much easier to be able to have a sticker right there
Right.
telling you what to do.
Where you're
I know
supposed
that
to
if
cut.
I have something laid out and I'm doing a bunch of strips, I'll even have it all set up so then I
Yep.
just keep going.
I agree.
Super fast. The other thing about with the Quick Curve Mini is it really is a very, very simple ruler to use. And so, at first, when you first go to that sewing machine, you're going to be like, oh, am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? You're going to get so good at it that it's just going to be like that.
You can chain
Chain piece
sew,
those.
no pinning.
And then use your sticker rulers or your ruler stickers and be able to just hurry and trim them up. I mean, it's as simple as trimming up a half square triangle.
Right.
Honestly.
I think it's easier because with a half square triangle, you're trying to lay that diagonal line across and make sure that you're getting those points. This one, you don't have that.
Oh my goodness, Denise shares in the comments, I need those stickers.
They're under as seen on three things live. You might have to go to the second page. You have to scroll down just a little bit because we have a lot of stuff for you to look at this time.
Judy shares, I agree. I have made wrong cuts. Then I'm looking for another ruler to use. Yes, unfortunately, right?
Especially on the stripology sometimes, you know, when you're getting off that just a half an inch.
Oh, just that little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sandra, for sharing those two discoveries with us. I think, again, it's very helpful no matter what kind of ruler you're using. So
I agree.
I love that. All right, guys. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show. We have a few things that we want to talk about before we end today. The first one being, we're looking for photos. So we're doing a call out. We want to see your autumn photos from where you live. We'd like to see the leaves that are changing near you. And I don't know about where you're at in different parts of the country, but if you're here, we better hurry, right?
Well, you might be a little late. Hope you took one last week.
My tree outside, I'm gonna send it to you. My tree outside my house is absolutely gorgeous. I have people that drive by and say, Sandra, your tree is absolutely amazing. It's
wow.
beautiful.
Okay, well, we want
to show you.
We want to see your trees, your neck of the woods, whatever it might be, because we have a kind of a harvesty Thanksgiving thing coming up, and we want to share your photos. So send them our way. We would love that. The next thing to let you know is, oh my gosh, you guys are going to love this. We do this every year about this time. It is our Kimberbell Palooza, and it's a special live sale on a Saturday. That's right. This Saturday morning, folks, October 25th at 10 a.m. Oh my goodness, Mountain Time, Facebook, and our app, right? And we're going to have the most amazing deals on some things that are closeouts from Kimberbell that we've been able to get our hands on, and we're passing on some amazing savings to you. So make sure, let your friends know about it as well. It is all Kimberbell, and it's like the deals are crazy. We were just talking about in our meeting this morning. They're nuts. Like,
you don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss it.
No, that's for sure.
So that's this coming Saturday, the 25th at 10 a.m. Tell everyone you know. All right, we also want to let you know that our Create Room sale is still going on. Yeah, it's that beautiful furniture that you see behind us on the set today. And this is the Create Room pricing, we want to let you know, is good until the end of the month. So there's a QR code that you can find out more information, or just text Mike for more details, and you see his number right there. Did you guys watch Swig?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, was that unbelievable?
Yes, so fun.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So if you think, you know what, I can envision this in my home, give us a call. We're happy to get that out to you, and it ships for free. That's nuts.
Oh, that's even awesome.
Yeah.
That's wow.
That's a big old thing right
Yes,
there.
exactly.
So you can check that out for sure. We also want to let you know that coming up is the end of our early bird pricing for the club. You don't want to miss out on that, guys. So the Club 2026 is only $159.99 through the 31st. So you're going to save $40 by getting in on it now. You know, so many of you have asked us over the years, can you spread out some of these bigger
They all come out just all at the end of the year.
All at the same time, and we're happy to do that this year. We said, okay, we will spread it out a little bit more. So
it doesn't mean you can't get it. It's just the early bird pricing.
The early bird pricing is through the 31st. So we don't want you to miss out on that, right? I also want to let you know Christmas Club, there was an ad earlier about Christmas Club, but it was the old ad where it was saying it starts this Thursday. We've actually pushed it back a week. So it starts on the 27th.
A Monday.
So Monday, excuse me. So not today, not tonight, but next Monday will be Christmas Club, and we just needed to give you guys a little bit more time to get your kits to arrive to your door.
Right.
So anyway, so don't miss out on that. If you haven't signed up yet, it's not too late. So go ahead and sign up for that on her website. So, all right, friends. Well, I think that wraps things up for us today. Thank you so much again for being here. Thank you to both of you.
Oh, of course. So fun.
I'm really excited for this week. There's some
me too.
great projects that you definitely don't want to miss out on. And that wreath and Santa, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Absolutely adorable. I am
fun.
in love. And you will feel like a freaking genius when you
Right.
make those. You will, guaranteed. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep doing all the things you love, and we hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.